Hi everyone, so welcome back to Pedagogy Parlor. Today I'm going to show you this wonderful grading sheet for primary school teachers. Of course, secondary school teachers, you can use it too. If you want to rename some of the subjects, that's totally up to you. The first thing I want to show you is where you can type your name as a teacher. So at the top, you'll see teacher's name. I'll just type in Miss Valentine. That's my name. Then you can go down to student, and you can type your student's name. Let's say my student's name is Jane. I type that and I can go ahead. I can either press the arrow key on my keyboard, or I can click with my mouse, or I can press the tab key and enter Jane's marks. Let's say Jane got 70 in English, 50 in maths, 90 in science, 85 in social studies, and let's say 72 in agri-sci. And those are the only subjects I'm testing. Now the wonderful thing about this grading sheet is that it will tally the marks for the subjects that you are using, and the ones that you aren't, you can leave those completely blank. So you will see that she would have gotten 367 as her total. It's going to find out the percentage for you as a result of these 5 subjects, however many subjects you would have put in. Now you must use percentage, your percentage score, so your score out of 100. So this is 70 out of 100, 50 out of 100. And when you do that, it's going to calculate her overall percentage for you. Now there is the option as well that I was thinking to do, to put in your automatic grading one time, but of course some schools do their grading differently, so I left that up to you. You can decide based on the percentage what grade that person gets based on what is done at your school. Now you'll see it's immediately responsive. So let's say I wanted to put in a mark for Spanish or VAPA. Let's say I want to put in 75 for VAPA. It changes automatically for me. Now what I've done is I've color coded each row. So I have blue, then green, then blue, then green, because I know sometimes when we're just looking at all of these numbers, if this is full of numbers, sometimes it's hard to track the student. So at least with the color-coded rows, things are a bit easier. You know Jane is blue, so you're looking at a blue row. I've also frozen this first column so that as you move across, the student's name remains. So when it's time to put those marks in report books, you can take your total, you can take your percentage for the student's name. Yes, so that is the first sheet where you only provide your totals. So if you know you've only used Coursework this year, so all of your totals have already been calculated. So you know how much they would have gotten for their English language arts. If you gave 3 assignments, this is their total out of all 3. You can put in your totals. Now, if you're not using coursework only and you have coursework and exam marks, I have a sheet here for you as well. Alright, so next I'm going to show you if you are using coursework and exams. This is a different tab that you can use on the same spreadsheet, so you don't have to go downloading another file to calculate both your coursework marks, your exam marks, and then your final total. So on the sheet, you will see 2 tabs down at the bottom. You're going to click on coursework and exam because this is the tab we'll be using. Now at the top here, you will see coursework 50%, final 50%. Now these are your weightings. If your coursework is less, let's say your coursework is 30%, you can type that in there. Let's say your final is 70%, you can type that in there as well. The student name works pretty much the same, so you type in your student name, it has similar color coding, and your final column also has a yellow highlighting so that you know which columns are your final columns. You can put in your coursework mark out of 100. Let's say they got 95 out of 100 for coursework and 75 for exam. You will see that the final is automatically tabulated based on the weightings that you would have given. If I change these weightings to 50-50, it's going to change for me as well. Yes, so based on your subject groupings, you can put in your coursework and exam values. It's going to calculate some final marks. I'm just going to put a couple in just for an example. Now that we've put in some sample data, let's put our student Jane. And we want to see what her final score will look like. It will tabulate based on the values that you've put in, so don't worry, it's not going to calculate for 9 subjects if you only use 5 subjects. So it will calculate her total and the percentage as well. So that's a great way for you to automatically have all of this calculated, so you don't have to exhaust your fingers by typing consistently on a calculator or trying to figure out Excel on your own. Pedagogy Parlor has you covered. So remember to please like, comment and share this video, and of course feel free to go over to our blog so you can have access to this grading sheet, as well as tell your friends, let them know. I'm sure your teacher friends will be grateful for something like this. Okay, have a good one.